Good morning, everyone. This is Rocky Jackson, and forgive my voice, but I just woke up. But I couldn't help but want to make this recording. That Maya Angelou, the prolific and iconic poet, has just passed away today. And I decided I wanted to record this because I'm looking on the news. So far, I haven't seen anything on the subject of her passing, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to wait later, but it disgusts me. I'm on CNN right now, and HLN or whatever, no one is covering this. So I mean, I know they're covering it online, but it's not everywhere. So I want to honor this woman myself, and I just want to say that she is an inspiration to so many, for so many generations, even including my mother, who herself write poetry. And it's funny because we just mentioned her the other day, and I was at work and I saw a lady that did look like Maya Angelou. I wanted to tell her that you look like Maya Angelou. So I guess the universe was saying, yeah, she's ready to go. So in honor of this this wonderful, beautiful genius, I want to recite her most famous poem, and of course the poem that that I last heard of her recite. So here's the first one, and it's called I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings. Just give me a moment here. The free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wings in the orange sun's rays, and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through the bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with fearful thrill of the things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged birds sing of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare screen. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill, of things unknown, but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Maya Angelou. I hope that generations hereafter, deciding to want to create poetry, and I would say to them, just like she, write what you feel. She had a very traumatic life, a traumatic childhood, but rose up to recite for the president, and she met many dignitaries, and she was, for me, honorable to have written a poem about Michael that when I heard it during the memorial back in July 7th, 2009, I was floored. So I want to recite this in honor of him and for her honor, and I'm gonna read this right now. It's called We Had Him. Beloveds, now we know that we know nothing. Now that our bright and shining star can slip away from our fingertips like a puff of summer wind. Without notice our dear love can escape our doting embrace, sing our song among the stars, and walk our dances across the face of the moon. In the instant that Michael is gone, we know nothing. No clocks can tell our time. No oceans can rush our tides with the abrupt absence of our treasure. Though we are many, each of us is achingly alone, piercingly alone. Only when we confess our confusion can we remember that he was a gift to us, and we did have him. He came to us from the Creator, trailing creativity in abundance. Despite the anguish, his life has seethed in mother love, family love, and survived and did nothing and did more than that. We thrived with passion. He thrived with passion and compassion, humor and style. We had him whether we know who he was or did not know. He was ours and we were his. We had him, beautiful, delighting in our eyes, his hat aslant over his brow. I took a pose on his toes for all of us, and we laughed and stomped our feet for him. We were enchanted with his passion because he held nothing. He gave us all he had been given. Today in Tokyo, beneath the Eiffel Tower, in Ghana's Black Star Square, in Johannesburg and Pittsburgh, in Birmingham, Alabama, and Birmingham, England, we are missing Michael, but we do know we had him, and we are the world. And I just want to thank you, Maya Angelou, for giving us 86 years of your life, and that you blessed us with much beauty and grace, and that those who follow in your footsteps are then become the next generation of laureates and poets and visionaries, much like yourself. Rest in peace. Goodbye.